What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? We've got Sleepy Latias, Brady Russell, Cinder Clouds, Pokemon Trainer, Zinc, Street Clan, Eevee, Umbreon, Poipole Gaming, 9999, and Squishy Lad Gaming. Welcome to the stream, guys. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? General Kenobi, hello there. Hello there, Squishy Lad. Poipole Gaming 99. It is. Back from last stream, boys and girls. Yeah, you are back. Welcome back. No more. Only 199. Okay. I will remember that, or I will try to remember that at least. Oh yeah, guys. So I just woke up from a nap. I meant to take the time that I spent napping, getting us set up to just start with eggs, but that did not happen. I slept for an extra hour this afternoon, and I needed it. I realized I needed it so much when I woke up. Yeah, so we'll get through this, and we'll get to actually some egg hatching pretty quickly here, I'll say. Be right back. You can't get on the recliner again. Alright, see you in a minute, Poipole. Decide to work on your platinum playthrough so you can get Cresselia Hunt off hold. Awesome. Awesome. How's that going, Cinder? You tried shiny hunting a Moltres yesterday, but for 600 encounters you got bored and just caught it. You know, I can't blame you too much for that. I don't want your purple moon swan, but you want to give it a chance to be a roamer, so you must finish the playthrough first. Yo, Adion, how's it going? School tomorrow, but it's the last week till half term. Awesome, awesome. It's going by quick, man. How's it going, Mexican Shrek? Welcome to the stream. Hi, Dad. I don't know about that one. But welcome, welcome. The burnt bird. It really does. Moltres shiny does really look like it just stayed out in the sun a little bit too long. Wonder if you'll get a shiny starter. It's possible. It's legitimately possible for us to get one. There's also a good chance that we'll get another shiny other than Manaphy at some point during the hunt, because we have to catch one, like, Route 1 type Pokemon. We have to catch, like as many Starlies and Bidoofs as we see Manaphy's, just because we have to use them to trade. Shiny Moltres is raw chicken on fire, so it's not going to be raw for very long. It feels like it's going very slowly. It's been like 8 weeks. Ah, man, sorry to hear that, dude. Sorry to hear that. I had the realization that, like, I was halfway through the semester a little while ago, because, like, we had a break and stuff last week, so it's like, or was it last week or was it the week before? I don't know. I'm losing track of time. But also, I was hitting A on that game. That was not helping. But yeah, so like, I just kind of realized I was like halfway through. And for me, I guess it had been going kind of quick because we haven't actually done much yet, which is really, really concerning for the second half. How's it going, Toxic? Welcome to the stream. Shiny Ursa Ring is a gummy bear, like that green little gummy bear. You gotta go, okay. Well, hello and goodbye, Cheese and Ham. And Miranda Decker, welcome to the stream. You hatched a shiny Fennekin and 491 eggs. Nice. Yeah, I think you did mention that. Now that you say it. How's it going, Zinc? How's it going? It's been a while since you've been here, man. How are you doing? Are you heading out? Alright. See you later, Mexican Trek. Nice tuning into the stream, man. Ian's become a Pokemon trainer or the Supreme Arcanines. I don't know. My hair's just so long now. Like, it's back to the length that it was for, like, original Treecko hunts. And I explained this, like, the first day I wore the hat. But normally I don't wear a hat, like, with the headphones and stuff, because it doesn't work as well. Because usually I wear the hat the other way, and these headphones would, like, sit there then, just because of the way the bill is. So, like, I wear it this way, and then it just doesn't fit quite right, but I need it, because otherwise I have horrendous hat hair, and, like, it is awful. But how's it going, Rune? Beldum is now known as the piece of metal crud. Why is that? Haven't had good internet. I've been you've been running off of your data recently. Oh, I got you, man. I got you. I'm glad you're able to be here now, though. Eevee's out of tea. Oh no. How could that happen? How, like, what do you even do in that kind of situation? This one seems really time consuming. Yes, it is extremely time consuming. There's a reason that we have like 15 streams of this done and we're 180 encounters. Or maybe not 15, we're like at 10 to 15 streams of this, and like we're only at 180 encounters, which is like not even a day's worth of encounters on the other stream. Because yeah, I have to play a fresh save all the way up to the point where I have to play that game from a fresh start all the way up to the point that I can trade 10 Pokemon with that game, which means catching like 11 there because of the way trading works and the requirements. And yeah, so basically play through until you can buy Pokeballs, buy 15 Pokeballs, catch 11 Pokemon, trade 10 Pokemon, then hatch the Manaphy Eggs on that save while resetting that save. So the second half of the stream will be a little bit more efficient. It's just the way this works out at the beginning. Stream doesn't want to cooperate, get us switch devices. Alright, Rune. Alright. Rip Eevee. You're dying without your tea. No. No. Swear you never put something on your podcast layout that says you need to put something in your podcast layout that says this is a podcast, you're not supposed to be able to see your screen. Everyone's so confused by this. I mean, I guess it just comes from the fact that the majority of people, when you see Shiny Hunt, you're kind of thinking that it's more gonna have it on the screen. I totally get it. It's a different thing from like this stream. But I feel like that's just where a lot of people might not read the fine print as much, and even if you put it there, people would probably still ask. Yo, Kajido, how's it going? Stop, drop, and roll in that kind of situation. You roll right to the store and buy some more tea. Drank it all and didn't even notice. I can be like that with some drinks, I feel. I've heard of the anime 7 Deadly Sins. I haven't watched any of it. There you go. Is it working better now, Rune? You're bored? Hopefully the stream can help with that. We'll get to the actual Manaphy hatching part here in a little bit. We just, like I said, have to get through catching about 10 Pokemon, and technically these are all random encounters as well. But yeah, so this stream gets through like 20 encounters. Like, I've kind of timed it out. Or that's just what happens. Hopefully none of these Pokemon are shiny though, because we do encounter these, and that would be awkward. Because no Pokeballs. AHD, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Let me show my screen and no one else's, even though you were not the only person hunting. I mean, yeah, I can get why that would be awkward in a way, because it's definitely like supposed to be all of you, for sure. Again, it's just because that really is like a different style of like doing it, like actually having that kind of race there, as opposed to, you know, more of like something like I did with Grenji a year ago now, where it was like both of us were hunting our individual Pokemon just talking. Like, it wasn't related, but because yours is related, I can kind of see why it'd be awkward. You were the only one hunting, but still. That was last minute, so you don't really have a way to prep for it. You've been recently trying to GTS all the version exclusive possible Pokemon, and it's a pain. You'll get through it. It's a high mindless. Yeah, how's it going, Rune? How are you doing, man? I'm glad you got the stream working. Yes, I did it up so much that you didn't have any way to cancel. Yeah, no. No, yeah, totally get it. Like, you were excited. It was happening no matter what. And, yeah, so it was going to happen. This got your code for Shiny Poipole, even though you Shiny answered yours. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to still end up hunting a second one, even though I didn't mean to hit nickname. Yeah, I'm going to end up hunting for a second one, even though I hunted for one, and I could get the second one I'd need for a living dex, just from, like, the event or whatever. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end up just catching it anyway. I haven't even gotten the event code or whatnot. I don't even know if I still can at this point. Just because that way those two have my name on it, which just adds to it a bit more. Doing good and physics homework, the opposite of good. This is probably day 11 of this. Of the homework or of the hunt? It seems like it could be day 11, yeah. Elegant Owl, how's it going? Good luck. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The hunt, yeah. It's probably, it's like day 11 or 12 or 13. It's somewhere in there, because I know we hunted Manaphy for 2 weeks, so it would be like 6 days of streams, and I don't think I streamed every one of those days. I think I had technical issues via internet or whatnot on multiple occasions. But yeah, so it's probably about day 11 or so. Your reaction to the shiny will be insane, probably. Honestly, like, we have already done this hunt longer than I would, like, really kind of guessed as far as, like, I don't know where this sentence is going. Like I mentioned a little while ago, I woke up from a nap less than an hour ago at this point. So, like, my brain's still all over the place. But, what was I trying to say? Yeah, so I mean, we haven't even we've put about as much time into this hunt right now as I would expect to put in on average for one of those Gen 7 USUM legendary hunts. Like, that's what this hunt has been. It has been ridiculous, and it has been like that kind of odds. Or that it's been that amount of time to get 180 encounters, and I would expect to get like over 1,000 in most hunts. So either we get it quickly, and it's just insane that we got it that low, or we get it at a reasonable number of encounters, and it's like a year of hunting. Like, one of the two is going to happen. He's going to see the shiny Manaphy and not bat, and I'll just be like, there we go, and, and move on. Yes, exactly. At that point, you'll probably have other Pokemon caught. How many Manaphy eggs do I have? I have 10 Manaphy eggs. So basically, I hatch all 10 of those, and then if they're not shiny, I trade them over to a new save. Hopefully next episode goes better. I believe in it. I believe it will, Cinder. It's got a critical capture on a level 5. Physics works is mostly basic multiplication, so it's fine for now. And some people won't hype it up as much. When you're relying on that many people and schedules can change like that, I can totally understand. You got the hunt started. I think that's what you really wanted to get it started, I feel. Like, you did all the prep, and that's when it's like the most exciting, is when it's all ready to go and you've already put in that work. Or to be a really long hunt and it'll take like 5 years. I mean, I think in order to get to full odds, it's gonna be multiple years. Just because of how we're doing it now. We're doing it 1 day a week, and we get in 20 encounters a stream. So that's 20 encounters a week. That is 1,000 encounters in a year. So we're talking multiple years to actually get up to those odds. Just because of how rarely I'm actually doing this encounter. Theoretically, by that point, though, I'll have the rest of a living national dex through other various hunts, so I would be able to take the time to focus solely on this at that point, and it wouldn't be nearly as big of a deal, I feel. But right now we have so many other hunts we can do that are faster and a bit more entertaining to do on a stream. That's one of the big things I want to say, is that one thing I know is that this hunt, unless like you really want to see a Manaphy caught, and honestly any of my legendary dual hunts could be a bit more exciting than this, just because you see a new encounter every 30 seconds. Like, you're actually, like, there is a solid chunk of time during this stream where there is 0% chance of a shiny Manaphy randomly showing up, because we aren't hatching eggs yet. Ace Pokemon Milotic, welcome to the stream. Did I get the Manaphy? Not yet. Some dude had 10k to get Manaphy. That is insane. Hopefully we don't have to do that. Ultra Sun Shiny Hunt Pheromosa. I need to. Oh, for Jonathan. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Jonathan. How are you doing today? Any ideas for a quick Ultra Sun Shiny Hunt Pheromosa? Yeah, I mean, a lot of the wormhole hunts would be pretty fun. If you don't really have a specific one, it would be really straightforward to get started. Like, if there's not a specific legendary you have in mind, just go until you see a legend and hunt for it. If everyone is available and everyone can do 500 encounters a stream, that's 2k encounters a stream, and someone is bound to get it quickly. Yeah, like, once you're doing it like that. A little older, a little wiser, but happy to see you again. Tell you, do it all at the same time with a quadruple hunt. Someone could get me 2 more capture cards. Because I really can only do these two, like, either of the 2 hunts at once. I do not have the, I don't even think I have enough systems to do. No, actually, I guess on a technicality, I could do all the hunts. But I cannot capture them all. Because I got a Game Boy that would handle Ralts or Leaf Green, you know. Ralts is just the entire game. Emerald or Leaf Green, any of those kind of hunts. Then I got these 2 capture cards that do this, and I got another 3DS. So I guess theoretically it could happen, but I don't have the capture system for those. How's it going, Marco? Welcome to the stream. Wonder if you'll ever, or wonder if you'll run into a shiny Bidoof for Starly. It's 100% possible. Ideally, it would happen like now and not before I talked to Rowan and Dawn when I didn't have Pokeballs. Greek, how's it going? How about your crisis? Dude, I'm sorry to hear it, man. Sorry to hear it. I wish there was something we could do to help you. Because we are all here for you, man, for sure. CC just came to say goodbye, you know, Germany and time zones things. Yep, especially on, you know, a Sunday at the end of the weekend. I totally get it. Glad you're able to stop by, though, for a minute. To be honest, I don't mind if you don't win this season, because it just means you can go and hunt Lugia whenever you want, rather than be restrained by podcast. That's fair. You can quintuple hunt if you wanted to, since your brother never uses his whole DSI. This is true. What do you miss? You missed a Bidoof and a Starly that weren't shiny. That's about it. You're shiny hunting Cubone on Pokemon Sun? Well, good luck, Marco. Good luck. I don't think I can personally do anything about that, Squishy. Alright, hopefully these captures go pretty quickly here. I would want to get to the... I want to get to the hatching soon, or at least to trading, because trading takes a good while on its own. Like, unfortunately, all this stuff kind of piles up against us here for a bit. It's like, you gotta capture 10 Pokemon, then you gotta trade, and you have to sit through the trading animation, the saving times. You have to come up with another evil plan. How's it going, Adion? What's the gossip? I don't know about any gossip right now. Other than Regice is still being very stubborn, and we have concluded that it really wants a top hat. Like, that really seems to be the only you know, logical explanation for how long it's taking to get it. Is that it really wants to be fashionable, and it really wants that top hat. You've made having a top hat seem so cool. Every Pokemon we encounter from now on, now that the top hat's an option, is gonna want it. I totally just realized we've only found one shiny on stream since introducing the top hat. We have only found Charmander since introducing that top hat. That's kind of crazy to think. Oh man, It is, it's true then, Squishy. That's what's happened. I also just noticed or realized we actually have a different person in the most recent member thing for the first time since introducing the Manaphy hunt. We have someone other than Cinder there. So for a while, I know like Cinder's name was on the stream like in like 2 or 3 places, if I'm not mistaken. It's sleep paralysis again today after your nap. It was annoying because every time you lie back down and close your eyes, it happened again. Ah, that is rough. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Or is everyone? I don't know. We have a good few people here right now. It's also it's a weekend. Usually the weekends are a little bit less, you know, less crowded of streams just because people have stuff going on. Imagine if Regi shows up at 10,001 encounters. That just means it really wanted that top hat. It really, really, really wanted the top hat. I also almost added an encounter for that, because why not? I'm so used to adding every encounter now. Or again. Swap the top hat with a cone hat with the word dunce on it, and you'll find shinies quickly. None of them will want it. None of them will want it. Like anything that isn't like true 81-92 odds will end up with a dunce cap instead of a top hat. Yeah, as soon as it's an insult for them to not show up, they'll all want to. So I have the Shiny Charm. Unfortunately, there is no Shiny Charm for Gen 4 games, so this will be full 1,000 or 1 in 8,192 odds. As far as on the other stream on Regice and Ralts can't have it either because again, no Shiny Charm, and Regice does have it and has just gone against it completely and taken over the odds of this hunt. Don't mind being the throne lady as your friend. I'll see you getting more money this way. This is true. This is true. Yeah, no, I'm not complaining. I just find it interesting to realize, oh yeah, it actually did change. It's good to know that it actually does update. Got 8 shiny Bellums today on Go. Nice, Squishy. That's awesome. If the shiny shows up at 1 encounter, make it a hat that says good boy. That's when we should actually be giving it stuff. Like if it shows up within like the first 1,000, it gets the top hat. And if it shows up within the first 100, it gets like the top hat and like a good other and like a cane or something. And if it shows up on the first one, just full out tuxedo, fully ready for like a party. That's really what we should have been doing this whole time. We shouldn't be giving them a challenge and rewarding them for taking so long. We gotta train the Pokemon that showing up early is the good thing. Ugh, excuse me. You like the Sidgewai shiny? It does look good. I agree, Marco. It does look really good. I might end up having to hunt for a second one just to get that hidden ability version, since I do have all of the hidden ability starters that they gave away with Pokemon Bank. But yeah, I just haven't done anything really with them yet. You want to get a Friend Safari shiny? I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you, but gotta be patient with that stuff. Like this is why shiny except when it's female. Why is that? Is there actually a difference? I'm still upset you're oh, okay, just that whole. I gotcha. Yeah, no, because I'm realizing it's not different, it's just wanted a male one. Even more upset you didn't think to swap breed it out. Oh yeah, true. Does swap breeding just account for shininess, or would it actually have, or would it have been like an identical Pokemon? Because that's what I thought it was like that it didn't change any stats about it. But I may be wrong. I could be totally wrong there. It'll always shine, but swapping out the Rowlet parent would switch up the gender and stats. Okay. Interesting. I wasn't aware of that fact. Ah, no! Why'd you break free, Starly? Why must you do this to us? It throws off my counting. Come on. Yes, there we go. There we go. Just as long as they don't, like, break out a whole bunch, we're fine. Because I really only have 5 extra Pokeballs for this whole thing. I think this is the hardest shiny to get of all time. It's surprising to even consider to hunt this. Because it's so hard. Like, it just makes it more of a challenge, and it'll be more satisfying to get it in the end because of it. Even if it does take forever to actually do it. At least it's not Critla. I am very nervous for Critla because, you know, just in general, the whole chance of there being a shiny here, like, what if Critla just ends up being, because we have had the times where it crit hits and, like, KOs it, like, in one hit. Well, hello, Fernandez, welcome to the stream, how are you doing today? What did I know about shiny Pokemon? I honestly didn't learn about them until I kind of started getting back into Pokemon around Oras. Just because before that I wouldn't have known at all, because I kind of fell out of Pokemon for a lot of the time that I really just started learning that stuff. Like I got into Pokemon in Gen 3, but at that point I really I played it. I didn't actually focus a lot on everything that was available, and it was also still at the point where the internet wasn't really as big of a help with that kind of stuff. Like you were still relying on information your friends told you and stuff and all that. So like I was unaware of the even concept of shinies until, yeah, probably Gen 5 or 6 was out, and I didn't actually play again until Gen 6, so I didn't know that they existed. So if I ever saw a shiny before that, I probably KO'd it. Shiny appears, Critlip time. No, please no. The parent was a 6 IV hidden ability Rowlet that was also female. I thought it was neat you hatched that 6 IV female. But little do you know, it was a bad omen. I feel ya. It would feel amazing. Yeah, no, like that's the whole point here. Is like, there's no harm in doing it, and especially the fact that I made it where it's like a 1 day a week or 1 or 2 day a week stream, as opposed to like being the sole thing that I hunt for a while. I think it's pretty cool. Or it'll be okay. It would have been fine to hunt as like a sole thing if it was like 40 to 50 encounters a stream, maybe. But with it being 10 to 20, we're getting more in the range of like, there's the Critlup. You gotta go. Alright, see you later, Squishy. thanks for tuning into the stream, man. Hope to see you again soon. But, yeah, so, what am I trying to say? Yeah, but because it's only a couple encounters a stream, like, it would be a solid year of this being the only thing that I hunt. And, like, 2 weeks straight of it was already making me go crazy. Whew. The hardest shiny to get would be the Johto starters in XD, which have Blast Burn, Frenzy Plant, and Hydro Cannon. Only 3rd stage starters in Arceus from an event can have it normally. That would be pretty cool to have. That would definitely be pretty cool to have. You're studying for an exams week. Well, Pablo, study hard. I hope all those tests go well. You know, you'll knock them out of the park. I believe in you, man. Whew, that would have been really nerve-wracking if that had been a shiny Bidoof. Oh, man. If only I could teach Piplup False Swipe, like, right here, right now. So I think we need to catch one more, guys. One more Pokemon, and then we can go and actually trade the Manaphy Eggs over and get set for the hatching. Critlup, indeed. That's the emote I need to make. I don't know if I have any more emote slots until we get some more members, though. I have to check. Yeah, because we have Mr. Grubs, we have the Pooch, then we just got, you know, we got the Rip. The Rip is the big one, really, the stream, I feel. And then what else? We have the shiny hype one, or it's the hype emote. Oh dang, and Critlup does it again. You can try recruiting more of your friends to become members. I mean, I wouldn't force them to do it or anything, but that'd be pretty cool. I think the most members we ever had at one time was 3? Maybe. I forget how many we had max, like, together. I think the shiny will be in 2,000 encounters. Hey, that actually wouldn't be too bad, Pablo. I would take it. I think that would be like 2 years of hunting, but I would take it. Honestly, with this one. Do I like shiny Ditto? Heck yeah. It's got a special place in my heart because it was the first shiny I ever found. So, like, I've got some extra hype moments to go along with Ditto. How's it going, Ace? Aceltra, how's it going? If the Piplup evolves, doubt it. Critlup, or Critpulp. Critplup. Trying to say it right. I said Critpulp before, didn't I? That's... There we go. Yeah. Had to think about it for a second, but that's enough. So let's get on with the show here, then. Why not deposit? Let's move them real quick here. Your first shiny they ever found was an Alolan Vulpix. Nice! Yeah, for me, like, I'd known about shinies, but I'd never gotten one. And I saw someone post on, like, a forum that, like, they had completed their living national decks, like, their shiny living national decks. And I thought, that is some dedication. That would be so satisfying to do. I'm gonna do that. They're like, I should do that. And I kind of thought about it, and I joked about it with some friends. Yeah, and so I joked about it with some friends, like, okay, I'm gonna go for a living national dex, like a shiny living national dex or shiny living dex in Gen 7. And I kind of joked about it with it while I was, like, in the middle of my, like, just playthrough. And I finished it, and I started completing, like, the full Pokedex, and I was like, you know what? I am gonna go for it, and here we are now. The first shiny you ever found was a Fearow. Cool. Cool. First shiny was a Clefairy in Mount Moon. Nice. Mine was a Ditto ISOS for Mount Hokalani, so, like, it really was fairly recently that I got into shiny hunting. Compared to, I feel like, a lot of, especially, like, you know, shiny hunters on, like, YouTube or Twitch and stuff. speaking of first shinies, you're kind of curious, you know, what your first hunted shiny was, because once you ask people about it, it took forever for people to guess it. I mean, I feel like you've mentioned it before. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it Raikou? Like, that was the first one you actually, like, hunted for? And I guess even then it wasn't very serious, like, hunting for it was just kind of a, maybe I should do this. Right? Or am I, like, horrendously mistaken? Gen 4 Radar will help you a lot for living national decks. Yeah. See, I'm gonna try to get, like, as much of it as I can in Gen 7, and then... I don't know exactly how I'm really gonna end up going about it fully. Outside of... I'm gonna get every single one that I can in Sun. Like, in Sun. That is the game I put the most time into trying to do this into it at this point. I'm gonna get all of my can in Sun, and I think then, I'll use Moon to flesh out a little bit more. That'll get the other exclusives from there, as well as, like, Type Null, because I need to get Type Null from that. Gosh, then I forget. I think Ultra Sun hasn't even gotten to the point where, like, I can get anything, because I haven't gone for Type Null with it yet. Raikou's your first legendary shiny hunt. Okay. First full odds shiny hunt, but there were 2 hunts before then. Okay. People did guess Raikou when you asked them what your first hunted shiny was, though. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely one that, like, you've talked about a lot, so I, like, remember that one. I remember it being an important one, because, yeah, most influential shiny hunt. Yeah. First shiny was a Carvana in GBA Sapphire. Nice. Nice, like, true full odds right there. Yeah, so I don't know 100% how I'd end up going about, like, most of my decks, just because I don't know exactly what I would call it, like, completionist at that point. Like, I kind of want to do as much as I can with Gen 7, and I would love to be able to say, like, I've hunted every Pokemon I can in every game I can, even, like, duplicates. Like, I've hunted everything I can in Sun and Moon, I've hunted everything I can in USUM. But that would take so long that, like, I'd never finish. I'd always be behind, or I'd always have incomplete ones. So I'd probably just end up being, I'll get everything I can in Gen 7, with Sun as the priority, and then probably USUM as the secondary things there. Maybe this will jog your memory a bit. First hunted shiny was very quick via Masuda. Must have mentioned it before, like he definitely did. I feel like that was supposed to jog my memory, but it wasn't a Vulpix, was it? Of some kind? First legendary shiny hunt was Kartana, and your first random encounter at shiny hunt was a Carablast in Gen 5. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you guys have seen all of my legendary hunts. I haven't done a single one of those off stream yet. I don't know if I ever will, either. Like, I don't know if there'd be a point to it. Because for the most part, I don't have many options to hunt other ones. For one thing. Yeah, so... But no, I'm still just trying to kind of think about how I would end up actually going through trying to complete, like, a national dex. As it stands right now, all I'd have to do is do it with Gen 7 and Gen 6. From there, going backwards kind of is just more of, like, it would have to be for fun, and it would have to be, like, for the sake of saying, I've caught everything I can in every generation I can type of thing. Which would be fun, but that's definitely not the priority, I don't think. No, Alolan Vulpix was your second hunted shiny. Got it via SOS at 62 encounters. You did attempt Masuda. Attempted Masuda, but you got bored and tried to SOS and said, okay. Okay. So at least it was a Pokemon. I've gotten both my guesses from Pokemon you've hunted. Granted, Raikou was way more of a, I knew that it was the thing, I just wasn't sure if it was the first. And your first legendary hunt was Lugia, and in 100 encounters you found it. Nice, that's really awesome. Like, 100 encounters is really good for that. Like, I think I've only found Ho-Oh in less than 100 as far as the legends, I think. First legendary hunt was Latios in 2 encounters without charm. Nice. Now Latios is your third favorite Pokemon. It was in Ultra Sun. Awesome. First ever shiny was Pidgey in either Diamond or Platinum. Can't remember, but you failed it, and it was random too. Random ones are the ones that you're most likely to fail, though, just because you're not prepped. Smell the first encounter, Regice. Yeah, because you got one. Because you got one. How's it going, Adam? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today? Oh, is it Poplio? Because I wasn't sure if I was going to say Poplio or not. Like, I felt like saying Poplio, but then I decided against it, thinking that I was very wrong. Was it Poplio? I wish you had a shiny Poplio. Ah, rip. Rip, rip, rip. I should know this. Good, you just ended your stream with a big raid on United Gamer. Awesome. Awesome. How'd your stream go, man? When you finish the shiny Suicune hunt, you'll be... we'll try Latios and Soul Silver. It'll be difficult. It will be pretty difficult, but I wish you the best of luck, man. Corsola? See, I would say Corsola, but my take from Gen 7 would be like a brand new Pokemon. I may be wrong, though, in my interpretation. Rockruff! Okay. So I was interpreting it right, but yeah, no, I wouldn't have gotten it. I don't know why. Like, Rockruff's a great Pokemon, and it is like the most in-your-face blue shiny, I feel, in Gen 7. You did go to 275 encounters for Sandygast. Now you put it on hold. You're gonna hunt Xerneas now. Okay. So how'd I end up that far above where I needed to be? What is your favorite Hoenn shiny Pokemon? Shiny Milotic. It's my favorite shiny Pokemon overall. You want a Masuda method, or Rockruff, but you really want some Masuda and Absol and a Premier Ball and an Aggron and a Heavy Ball first. Shiny Milotic with a heart. It's so good. It's so good, Adam. Rock was your first hunted shiny, around 30 eggs. Nice. I feel like you've mentioned it before. Favorite shiny Mega Gengar. Just because it fixes Gengar. Even just regular Mega Gengar is like a great design for like Gengar's kind of like whole backstory, I feel. But shiny Mega Gengar is just like fantastic because of how it actually addresses and changes the shiny so it's a noticeable one. It's your mascot and your favorite Pokemon. It used to be like, or not used to be, it is really high up there. It's never like been my top Pokemon though, because Ralts was my top from Gen 3 and was my top of all time for like a long time. Up until Rowlet. There's this Beedrill. Cool. Cool. You love shiny Mega Gengar. It's such a good one, and it's like the only... It's one of the few official like shiny plushes I've seen. I've seen Gyarados and I've seen Rayquaza shiny plushes that are like official Pokemon Company stuff, but I've very rarely seen other ones. And the most common one is definitely Gengar, as far as that goes. I think Rockruff was your luckiest hunt before Suicune showed up. Yeah, I would definitely think so. Timmy the Turtle, how's it going? You failed at getting shiny Beldum in Pokemon Go? No, I'm sorry to hear it, man. Favorite Pokemon's probably going to be Rowlet as well. Hey, we're on the same page there, Adam. Good taste in Pokemon, man. Shiny Mega Gengar is amazing. Yeah, like it just makes up for Gengar's problems. Who can't withstand Rowlet's cute eyes? It's so cute. It really is. It really is. I knew I was choosing Rowlet for my starter as soon as they got announced. Like, I was like, yep, nope, I'm taking this one. And it was made even better by the fact that, like, I don't know, like, so many people made, like, Love Live crossover fan art with it, with Rowlet and Kotsuri. Like, they basically just give Rowlet, like, her little bun, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, we're choosing Rowlet. Same with Poplio. Rowlet's just, I don't know, I can't not choose Rowlet. The only time I haven't chosen Rowlet as my starter was specifically in playthroughs where the goal was to trade the other starters to my, like, Sun game as quickly as I could. Litten is too emo. Your unluckiest hunt is probably the this Larvesta hunt you're currently in. It's 464 encounters and still dragging on. You'll get it, man. You'll get it. I've been in a pretty bit of a pretty unlucky spell as far as shinies go as well. Like SOS hunts taking a ridiculous amount of time. Also, the time has to have reset on this DS. That's really interesting. Huh. Because, like, I finally fixed the DS so it was, like, at the same time as the 3DS, and now it's already back. So I have a feeling its internal clock's not staying set. I knew it first time you played Pokemon Moon you were going to choose it. Like, I knew I was choosing it before I played it, and, like, as soon as I picked it, and as soon as I used Pokemon Refresh, I was like, yep, nope, this is the best Pokemon ever. Rowlet is bae. At least you're at, Shiny Mega is Shiny Mega Garchomp. Oh man, sorry about the yawn. I know people have issues with Garchomp and it's shiny. You have to leave for work now. Alright, see you later, Cinder. Enjoy this new knowledge of your shiny hunting history. I will. Whew. Okay, I saw that, and it's the same message look as the corrupted save screen, so that was a panic. Alright, so let's fix this. Oh, do I have to do all the trading again? I have to do all that trading again, don't I? Oh, that's awful. You've gone way over odds looking for Shieldon. You'll get it, man. Please tell me that, okay, they all stayed except for the final one. I was gonna say, like, we're already pushing it and might already just be doing a batch of 10 today, so I don't know if it'd be a good idea to have, like, to trade again. I gotta go now, your boy is live. Alright, see you later, Adam. Thanks for stopping by the stream, man. Glad to hear you good stream, and hope to see you again soon, dude. Okay, there we go. We got that done. So now let's back out of the trade. And we can go grab the last 2 eggs to trade. And then get onto the hatching and hope we can get through it quickly. I don't know if it'll happen though, because again, it takes like 30 minutes to do like 30 to 40 minutes just to do the actual setup. So I didn't mean to take that extra step. That's 2 steps off the life of those eggs. Hold up. Okay, yeah, that is right. Cool. You're playing Splatoon 2 right now. Cool, cool. How is that going? I haven't played Splatoon in a while, and I guess now I really can't play it too much. Because I don't have the Switch Online service for myself, so I haven't actually I haven't been able to. I wouldn't even be able to use Splatoon right now if I wanted. At least outside of the single player. It's a special Splatfest right now. What are the teams for it this time? Because I only ever played in the ketchup and mayonnaise one. Like, I totally miss those. I honestly didn't realize they were only a day long. That was my thing. I was like, oh yeah, I'll participate in this, and then it was over, and I was like, wait, hold up. That was short. Trick and treat, trick versus treat. Oh, that one, that'd be a good one to play in. You're torn. Should you get Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee? I don't know if there's, what, are there version exclusives, slash if there are, what are they? I don't know. Honestly, it depends. I think either one's just as good as the other as far as value. Really just depends. Do you want a Pikachu riding around with you or an Eevee riding around with you? Because the Eevee can't evolve, so it's not like you're getting anything extra, and neither can Pikachu. Splatoon's peer-to-peer connection is god-awful. I'll give the game until the end of the year to get dedicated servers as well stream through with that game. See, that's my thing, is so much of Nintendo stuff is still peer-to-peer. Even, like, you know, Tennis Aces is peer-to-peer. That, like, what am I paying for with the online service? Like, it's not like my money's going towards dedicated servers from the looks of it. So yeah, that's kind of my situation too, is like, I played the Tennis Aces demo and I played a couple matches once I actually got the full game. And yeah, it's like, if either of you has a bad connection, both of you have a horrible game. So yeah, I don't know. It's only $20 a year, but at the same time, it's like, is that $20 actually going to anything? You know? Kitty Lock, welcome to the stream. This is such a hard hunt the way it's described. It is a very hard hunt. I agreed. There's a reason we do it like 1 day a week now, and we only get in like 10 or 20 encounters a day, and it's looking like 10 today just because of how set up it wasn't when I started. So yeah, no, it's a very long hunt, and like the setup for it was a really long thing. And man, yeah, it feels like it was so long ago that I played the Ranger games for this. Like, it was multiple months at this point. There's version different Pokemon, but Pokemon Go exists. Yeah, so it's like, it's pretty easy to get the exclusives if I'm not mistaken, as well as, you know, people trading and stuff. Yeah, exactly. See, like, yeah, like, that's just my thing, is like, I'm already not a fan of a lot of the online services because it's like, it's paying to use internet that you already pay for. You're paying for the internet twice, basically. And yeah, so like, the fact that it's not dedicated servers is kind of like, what's this going towards aside from like a subscription to NES games, which is definitely a thing that I would use, I feel. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see now that like they actually have people paying for the online service. Will that mean they actually put this money and fund getting dedicated servers? Because it's kind of a catch-22. You don't want to, like, running those servers is expensive, I agree. So, like, there's definitely need to find a way to fund it. Granted, part of the argument there is buying a Switch is funding it. But, like, I totally get, like, them wanting to be like, we're not going to put in all of this, like, money into dedicated online servers unless we know we're going to get the return for it. Nintendo's, like, higher-ups are very, very skeptical about the idea of online gaming. They still think it's kind of a fad from, at least as of a year or two ago. So, like, you really gotta show them that there's value in doing it. Otherwise, they're not gonna want to put it in. There's, you know, if they don't see the value, it makes sense. So I can understand it from that perspective for them. Also, there we go. We can reset that and get the save resetting. So you just got to show them that the value's there. Hopefully that means that people will, or they'll put the money into getting better servers. Online NES games are just as bad. What do you mean? Like, are they actually, like, I haven't even tried, like, the demo out for all that stuff. Like, do they just, like, take forever to load or something? Yeah, you get the original games from the old consoles, you get internet. That's what we're kind of talking about, the NES classics. But are they actually not good? You're fine with the Switch Online? It's cheap, so you don't mind paying to play. But, like, the argument that I think, like, Kajito and I are kind of, like, on the side of is the lag when playing them online with friends. Oh, yeah, so, like, yeah, no, that... I mean, I'd probably end up playing mostly single player. I haven't done any encounters yet. It takes forever to set it up, AHD. There's a reason we only do this one day a week now, is we're literally just now to the point where we can actually hatch eggs. Try playing Super Mario Bros. 3 with lag. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be fun. That's your internet, though? No, a lot of that comes down to peer-to-peer. Like, if you look at games like Rocket League and stuff that do have dedicated servers, they can be really good or they can be awful. But it's not because of your stuff. This one is going to be it. We'll see. Yo, Karim, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. And J-Lag, welcome as well. I don't know if I saw your name or mentioned it yet, but welcome to the stream, dude. Yeah, so, like, with just the way that it's still peer-to-peer, like, I'm not paying for them to have... Unless they add dedicated servers, I don't really see much value to it. Yeah, especially with, like, how you mentioned that it's not actually the greatest NES experience either. Yeah, we'll see how far we get with the hatching. If it goes past like 5:30 and we aren't like done catching Pokemon as well, that's the bigger thing. Then that'll be the Manaphy hunt. I totally hit Y there. Anyone tell you the best water Pokemon for your Ultra Sun playthrough? Honestly, my Milotic's a pretty good one. If you can get your hands on it, that's what I ended up having to use for, I believe it was the Fire Trial. Kind of try to type this name out. At least this is on a bigger screen. There we go. One of the best parts about having Pearl at the time that it came out was one of my neighbors, his name was actually Clint, so it was like a default name in the game was already like a name that I could use. Yo, MT, how's it going, man? How's it going here? It's going well. We're finally to actually hatching an egg or two. Yeah, how are you doing, man? This hunt just takes a while. Shiny Poochyena, dude. How's it going, Pikazzard Master? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? I'm trying to see if I can get through this a bit more quickly, just because or get through the setup on Pearl here a bit more quickly. What are the odds for my shiny? The odds for this hunt are 1 in 8,192. Like it's true full odds, and yeah, like I said, we get about 10 to 20 encounters in a stream, depending on how set up we are at the start. We weren't very set up this time, which means it'll probably end up being 10, because we can really only hatch like these 10 eggs. It's harder to it's hard to get like through another batch of eggs in the time that I have. Fast chat. I mean, I can turn it on. It doesn't end up affecting too much. Like, I know that it's like kind of a, oh no, why isn't it on type of thing. Like, it's on medium. But it doesn't really help too much. Because a lot of it is still me like having to move without sprinting and stuff like that. And waiting for me to like move over and do stuff. Crazy odds. MT fainted. See, I mean, like, they aren't the worst. We've caught shinies of that. Treecko and Charmander were at that. Technically, Poochyena was at that, but not really. Stuff like that. Ralts is at that, so that's what we're hunting Ralts at. Things like that. Like, it's not too bad. It's just the amount of time it takes for this hunt is the harder part. Don't try this at home, kids. You'll go insane. And the thing is, like, we don't even know if it's shiny yet. Like that screen right there does not tell us if it's shiny or not. Like, that's permanently decided. Similar to Charmander, or really any of the starters outside of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. We played through Ranger over and over to collect eggs. Yeah, I played through 10 separate copies of Ranger. Or 9 separate copies of Ranger. I bought 11. One had the egg like already ready to go without me playing it, and another one didn't have the egg at all. Like, it was already taken. Where do you fish for them? For Feebas and Milotic? In Ultra Sun and Moon, it's in a different place than Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, it's like that very first fishing spot at the entrance to Brooklet Hill. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I think it's like right before, it's the fishing spots right before you enter the Captain's Den. Only 1 egg per Ranger cartridge, so multiple cartridges are needed. Yes, the important thing. I used Sharpedo for your Ultra Sun water. Okay. I don't know where you'd get that one from, actually. Pony near the top of Beanie Runes? Oh, that one's a bit far into the game, I feel. I guess, like, if you get it in Sun and Moon and trade it over. As soon as you get Let's Go, are you going to shiny at your first caught Pokemon? You're going to make sure the first thing you catch is shiny. Honestly, I don't blame you. Because it doesn't seem like there's really going to be a way to hunt stuff, so, or like there's going to be a method for hunting stuff aside from entering and leaving a route. I could see that, maybe. I don't know. Maybe, though. What's going on, Picazard? I still haven't beat the Elite Four in Ultra Sun, but you lost your 3DS charger? No, that's awful, dude. That's awful. I hope you're able to find it. Because, yeah, that kind of, like, makes it impossible to play it. Yo, time for Gaming View. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Half term finally. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's getting there for a lot of people. Your joystick is cracked. Dang, how'd that happen? You want to go chain fishing, so you're wondering, can Alolan Grimer work for Steel? I don't think Gen 7 has chain fishing. Like, really the only hunting methods in Gen 7 are Masuda and SOS. This week, marathoning Marvel and finally watching Infinity War for the first time. I still need to see Infinity War myself. Yeah, it's definitely one of the ones where it's kind of like, I thought I was like, yeah, I'm already this far behind. Maybe I just wait and watch, yeah, all of them, marathon it out. Yeah, so even when you're fishing, Corinne, the way that you hunt is through SOS. It's like you get your initial encounter and then you SOS hunt off that encounter. So must be good at Pokemon Ranger. I had... yeah. I was getting down there in my time. Like, I forget what the speedrun time is for that game. Like, it's like 4 hours or something. I was done at like 6. Is that or was it 2 hours? One of the two. When they were playing Japanese game and also actually trying for it. I was doing it with like... like 5 minutes at a time while I waited for like... you know, stuff to... like, while I was doing other stuff. Completely forgot he left this open for like 30 minutes. That's all good. That's all good. I have to go have dinner, be right back. Alright, Brady, hopefully we're still streaming when you get back, man. Hope dinner's good, dude. But yeah, so there was a lot of Pokemon Ranger playing for me over the summer. Yeah, by the end of it, I like knew the exact pattern for, alright, this is how you deal with this final boss, like, super quickly. Encounters haven't changed, yikes. Yeah, no, we started... I normally am to the point where I'm at least catching Pokemon to trade at the start of the stream, but today I wasn't, so yeah, we're looking at, like, hatching these 10 eggs and that being it. We have hatched 2. We have hatched 2, we just don't add to the encounters until we actually see if they're shiny or not. It's also Ultra Wormhole and Pelago. That is true. And Random Encounter. Yeah, Random Encounter, though, I wouldn't necessarily call a method. Like, it's definitely a way to hunt for them. It's definitely, I guess, a method for hunting, but it's not, like, increasing anything. Yeah, so... yeah, I don't think we'll be set up in time, because, it took us until, like, the hour, if not after the hour, to actually get, to get here, and we were about at the point that Pearl's at now. Yeah, method kind of equals heightened odds. A little bit, yeah. I definitely could see, like, you arguing that random encounter is a method. I just wouldn't... there's, like, a way to shiny hunt. But yeah, it's definitely not, like, Masuda method type method or SOS method. When playing Pokemon Ranger, it's fun. Yeah, Pokemon Ranger is super fun. By playthrough 7 or 8, in, like, the span of a very short period of time, because... if you haven't seen it, I do have a video about how I went about playing Ranger and getting all the Manaphy Eggs so I didn't, like, bankrupt myself. Because it's expensive. It's expensive to play through, you know, 10 copies of Pokemon Ranger. 10 separate cartridges of Pokemon Ranger. So, like, I figured out the way to kind of do it. So, like, I had to beat the games within a week. And, so yeah, I played them back to back to back. Like, that was what I did with my free time, and by the final playthrough, I was ready to get out of some of the final areas. Like, there were a lot of, like, puzzles and kind of labyrinths and stuff, just because, you know, similar thing to every, like, kind of bad guy hideout, where it's like, it's supposed to be kind of wander around and run into people. It's like, those were getting tedious by the end. It's a bit more fun going random encounter. It definitely kind of makes it where, like, you never know what you're going to get. You might have a shiny. It is true. It is very true. It's 10 past 11. That guy wants dinner. I mean, not in the U.S. and stuff. It's like dinner time. Not that like 10 or 11 at night is dinner time, but like it's just still only like, you know, like 6 o'clock or so. So yeah, we gotta check the shinies here in a minute. I think we've hatched 4. Yeah, we've hatched 4. So we just gotta hatch one more Manaphy here, and then we can go and check if it's shiny or not. There you go. Final one's hatching. When did the clocks change in America? Here they changed the 28th. They usually change for us closer to Thanksgiving, I want to say. So, like, later next month. I don't know exactly when, though. I never keep up with that. Yeah, it just kind of happens one day. You just kind of realize, oh yeah, that's going to happen tomorrow. But alright, here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No shinies from that first batch. No shinies from the first batch. So let's just double check, triple check, and head back out. Yeah, and then go over here, grab the other 5 eggs we got, and see if those are it. You can get a Manaphy Egg in your copy of Ranger. Nice. That's always good. When's Thanksgiving? It's the 4th Thursday of November. So I don't know exactly what day it changes, but it's usually around then. Like, the reason I say that is because most of our school systems have like pretty significant breaks for Thanksgiving, like either half a week or a whole week, and it usually happens at the start or end of that break, like on that weekend. I don't know, the whole concept of like changing the clocks and stuff doesn't really need to happen much anymore, and it's so confusing because it's not like universally implemented. Even just in the United States, like multiple states don't do it, and then sometimes you'll have a place inside that state do it. So yeah, it can be confusing. Yeah, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's definitely an American thing. I know Canada has their own, but that's on a separate day. If I'm not mistaken, that one already happened, actually. Am I gonna sneeze? Apparently not. You wish you did for more time out of school and work. I spoke too soon. I did need to sneeze. Holidays can always be nice for that part, for that aspect of it. So you get a little bit of time off, at the very least. Nope, no nickname. Let's not awkwardly enter that screen again. And when's that, Pegazard? Just realized you had $5 left on your Nintendo account from your Pokken DLC purchase. Nice! There you go, you got like a year of Pokebank right there. Also, I need to be going up and down here. I totally just remembered. That's what we figured out like last week when we did this hunt last. Is that this works way better. It gives me longer time to run as well as you don't enter the grass accidentally. 5th of November. Okay. It's not on the Switch yet, though. True. True. You're prepared, though. You're prepared for Gen 8. November? I forgot November 5th. What did you forget? America's the other way. I mean, reading dates out, it's fine. The only time it can get confusing is if you're just randomly talking about, like, dates that happen at certain points, and, like, you don't say... If you just write numbers out with slashes, then it can get weird if you say, like, you know, February 10th versus October 2nd or something like that, but... Nah, it's not. It's not a big deal. Hope this batch is shiny. I hope so too, Brady. What's going on, Pokeless? Welcome, or Pokius. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, 5'11 versus 11'5. Stuff like that. Like, when you write it out, like, with numbers, then yeah, it becomes confusing. It can be a bit confusing, but... For the most part, it tends to be fine. It's only about, like, half the days of... Yeah, I guess of all the months, but like half the days. Time to buy a zany Metroidvania game. There you go. There you go. Yeah, let's see if we can get these hatched. So I don't think we haven't hatched a single one yet. Like out of this batch. So it's like we've hatched 5. But yeah, so we need this half of the batch. Gonna guess that Piplup is your favorite Gen 4 starter. How did you know? Yep, it definitely is. I tend to be a water and grass starter person. Not sure what Alolan was. That was September. Yeah, that one does use American date system. Nearly 1/40th of the way there. Keep it up. Yeah, it only took 3 weeks to get there, and it's, you know, happening. We're almost 10% of the way to, or we're over 10% of the way to the Regice odds. What do you find a shiny while capturing these Pokemon? I'd be happy. I have a copy of Platinum I can trade them off to, as well as potentially trading to Mel at some point. So yeah, no, we would definitely be hype and keep any of the shinies we get, you know, here. It's good to know, yeah. Ugh. It would be cool. It would be really cool. And the odds are there. It's not like we're catching a small number of these. Like, we're catching as many of these Bidoofs and Piplups as we catch anything else in the game. Or as many Manaphies as we see. How's it going, Galaxy? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? 2 more subs. Yeah, 2 more subs to the sub goal. That'd be pretty up. We've had some pretty hype moments on the past few streams. We've this is like the first week that the sub boss has changed multiple times, and it's changed like every day since Thursday. It's changed at least once. It's pretty cool. Now, yeah, the sub goal's been very slow to be reached the past few weeks. That's fine though. I think everyone's definitely kind of like, other games have started coming out for the year. We definitely have like Black Ops and stuff the past week or so. And yeah, then you just look in general at the fact that it's gonna be a week or so before, or a couple weeks before Pokemon gets really hype again. I'm excited for it. On Friday, you're getting a puppy. Nice, Picazard. Do you know what? I feel like you've. Are you the one who's been talking about that, or is there someone else who mentioned getting a puppy? If you have mentioned it, I probably already asked this. But what kind of puppy? Like what breed? You're currently hunting Tepig in black. You're at 3,000 Soft Pieces and Torchic in Sapphire at 18,010. Well, good luck with both those. That Torchic is over odds, but I mean, my Charmander went over odds. Not quite that far, but kind of close. So it's coming soon. Just keep persevering, Galaxy. You'll get it. Time to give this game a shot. You gotta let me. What game did you know? Was it the Metroidvania? Let me know how it is. Lover Cocker Spaniel. I know the parents love the mom, and she's your favorite dog ever. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, so like just 1 week and you have a puppy. Like, cool, cool. I want a dog. I can't exactly have one, especially like not the one that I'd want. The kind I'd want in my apartment, just because like there are requirements and stuff. As well as I don't think it'd be a great place to have a dog right now, just because I'm not here all the time and it's a really cramped space. So I'd be really bored, and you know that's the formula for a dog and puppy like acting up. Oh, okay, 1810. That's a bit lower. Lower. Hey, still get it. Good luck, Galaxy. Because no, I definitely want to get a dog once I am out of college. Who knows when I'd actually be able to get one, though. Get a Labrador, they're big, but they love you so much. Yeah, Labs are definitely really, like, friendly and stuff. I want a German Shepherd. That's a dog I've really wanted. Alright, let's look at... Okay, I didn't even caught 10. Or I didn't even caught 5. But yeah, so, like, I want to get a German Shepherd. It's just, like, they're really, really active dogs. And they're big dogs. And this is a small apartment. Like, I know people who've kept, like, bigger dogs in here, they do not... The dogs just get so bored. Cuties. And honestly, all dogs are great dogs. Also, let me just double check. Okay, 2 more eggs. 2 more eggs. I think that's gonna be it for the stream though. Is once we get those 2 eggs hatched though, just because we are not gonna be able to get through the rest of it. We're not gonna get to another batch of hatching in the next 30 minutes. Just carried your team. Good job. Good job. That can always be a rip like feeling though, you know. And you won. Nice. You're a cat person. I've never had a cat. My mom's allergic, so like we never had one at home. Friends have had them and stuff. I've gotten along with them okay. I don't know. I'm always paranoid just about their claws, I guess. I feel like their claws are actually sharp enough to scratch and stuff. Call it Shep if it's a girl. It'd be a fitting name. It's my favorite dog. See, the thing is, I'd want to say like, oh, German Shepherd. I've never had one though. Never had one. I want one. Just because they're like, I've never had a big dog or anything. So I don't know, I think that'd be kind of like cool. Or like different. But yeah, I've only ever had small dogs. There's been like, I've had like 3 dogs. Yeah, so I really don't know. I don't know. All dogs are good dogs still. Okay, 1 more Pokemon to hatch, guys. If it's a boy, call it Pikazard. Pikazard, the German Shepherd. Your favorite dog is a Yorkie. Okay. One of our dogs at home is a Morkie, which is basically like a Maltese and a Yorkie mixed. 1 more sub. Oh, hey, I didn't even notice we got that sub. Did we actually get a... It didn't come across as a notification, so... Thank you to whoever was that sub. Yeah, we are 1 away from that goal. If we could hit it today, that'd be awesome. As I feel a little bit awkward setting a goal for 1 sub tomorrow, or on Tuesday. That'd be super hype. Yo, Vanillix, what's going on? Welcome. You are here in time for the final encounter. You're here. Yeah, unfortunately the stream took a bit longer to like get set up to the point we could actually start hunting than I expected. So yeah, we're sitting like right on the edge of... We don't have time to like do another batch again. It's like the thing with Manaphy. If it takes a little bit longer, it like kills it. Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, man. Because by the time we trade, the stream will be over anyway. And I know that's pretty boring for everyone. It's like, just not seeing anything. Subscribed a few minutes ago. Well, thank you, Galaxy. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Putting us 1 closer to that sub goal. Ice cream? Just got done mowing the lawn for the first time. How was that, dude? Oh, hey, we kind of have like a galaxy type emote. Oh, it is a Milky Way. Cool. Didn't even know that was a thing. Don't like chocolate ice cream? I'm not a big chocolate person. Like, when it comes to cake or ice cream or anything like that, pretty neat, it's fun. You have a riding mower or a push mower? Because, like, I've mowed with both. They're both, it's satisfying. It's satisfying being able to, like, actually cut the yard and just, like, see it, like, cleanly cut again. But, I don't know, riding mowers are fun. I like driving things. Smell fresh grass is awesome. Push. Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like that's one of those chores that, like, once someone's assigned it, they're like, I want to just do it now. Okay, Chip, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We'll never get the Manaphy Shiny. And eventually. It takes a really long time to do it, but... You know Nebula is? Yeah. It's like the start of a new star, pretty much. Like all the gases and stuff for it. Thanos' daughter, that's also true. So, I totally thought that was going to be like the end. I don't know, how many Pokeballs do I have left? Okay, we still got to go. I saw that 9 and thought it was a 4. I was going to believe you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Now, because there are people who, like, really, like, who have said, like, this hunt's, like, legitimately impossible. Because there's a little bit of truth to that in a way. Like, because Manaphy's locked on the game you get it on. Once you trade it to a game, it's always going to be not shiny on that game if it wasn't shiny the first time you hatched it. So you have to keep trading it to other games to account for that. And because Game Freak assumed that it was shiny locked and like you weren't gonna ever hatch one, it has that custom egg hatching or animation. And that animation is locked. Like it's similar to Charmander or like our Charmander hunt where you have to look at them and all that stuff. Even at a thing where you pull a handle and the front wheels go on their own and it makes it easier to push. Yeah, that usually also engages the blade if I'm not mistaken. Like, it's basically the clutch. Yeah, it's similar to ones I've used. I think that's how most are. Oh, there we go. I was actually just about to check and see. Like, I literally stopped moving to check as it did that. But alright, guys. Final egg hatching. Let's see. Will we get a shiny today? And also, can we hit the sub goal in the next, like, 2 minutes? That would be cool. But here we go. Here we go, guys. Moment of truth. Let us see. Did we get Manaphy today? Let's add that to the counter. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does not look like we got the shiny today. So we'll be back with more Manaphy next week, I guess. Hopefully then we can get all 20 encounters in. It definitely is a little bit awkward only having gotten in 10. But because I napped, it was kind of rip. I didn't have time to prep the stream like I thought I would have. But yeah, so thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you everyone that liked, anyone that subscribed. Please be shiny. Unfortunately, they weren't. But yeah, so we'll be back on Tuesday with the dual hunt Regice Ralts again. Hopefully we can make some progress on that though. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I wish the stream could have been a bit longer, but Manaphy is a pain in the butt as far as that goes. So we'll be properly set up for next week. And yeah, thank you guys again. And I will see you all again on Tuesday.